In the last video, I broke down the specific bets Denver's making to recover its urban core. For instance, the $175 million 16th Street renovation, the $570 million Downtown Development Authority, 1,400 new resident units from office conversions. These are big commitments, it's real money. But here's the thing, the recovery isn't landing evenly across the city. Some neighborhoods are already delivering on everything Denver promised. Some are still on their way, and some honestly aren't there yet, and you need to know the difference before you make a decision. So today I'm giving you my honest breakdown on 7 Denver urban city neighborhoods tied by where they are actually standing right now. So first we're gonna have Tier 1. These neighborhoods are already living the vision, not in 5 years, right now. First you've got RiNo, that's the River North Arts District. RiNo is the clearest proof point that Denver's vision works when execution lands. Independent restaurants, breweries, coffee roasters, gallery spaces, creative offices, and residential lofts that actually have character. This is what happens when adaptive reuse is done right. The Great Divide Brewing Company, Ratio Beer Works, the Source Market Hall, Zeppelin Station, these aren't corporate chains filling space. They're the kind of places that make a neighborhood feel like somewhere. Walkability is real, the art scene is real, and the residential pipeline here continues to grow. So if someone asks me to point to the vision of Denver the city has been promising, I point to RiNo. Next up, we've got LoHi. That's Lower Highlands. LoHi is where Denver's established urban lifestyle actually live. It's walkable. It has one of the best restaurant corridors in the city along 32nd, and it has genuine neighborhood character, not just amenities. Linger, Avanti, Root Down, L5, these are destination restaurants that draw people from across the metro. The housing stock is a mix of renovated Victorian homes, newer condo and townhome developments that have absorbed demand well. And the proximity to LoHi's pedestrian bridge gives you downtown access in minutes without living in downtown. It's a neighborhood that's already arrived and continues to appreciate because of it. And next up, Baker. Baker is the neighborhood I'd call the most underrated by relocators. It gets less attention than RiNo and LoHi, but it has something both of those are still building. It's genuine authenticity. South Broadway is one of the more interesting commercial corridors in Denver. It's eclectic, it's locally owned, it's not yet overrun by the same 4 brands you find everywhere. The housing stock is older. You've got craftsmen, bungalows, Victorians, brick cottages, which give it character that newer infill just can't replicate, and it's priced more accessible than LoHi while offering a comparable lifestyle. If I'm advising a buyer who wants urban density but isn't trying to pay LoHi prices, Baker is the first conversation we have. All right, next up we've got Tier 2. These 2 neighborhoods are in the right direction. The thesis is sound. The timing just requires a slightly longer horizon. First, Uptown. Uptown sits just northeast of downtown, and it's directly in the path of the recovery spillover. The 17th Avenue restaurant row is strong. It's one of the better dining corridors in the city, and the housing stock has a mix of older apartment buildings and newer condo developments that's been absorbing the overflow from Cap Hill and downtown buyers who still want urban density but more value. The proximity to Denver Health, St. Joe Hospital, and the Anschutz Medical Campus make it a legitimate choice for healthcare workers. And what Uptown needs is the continued improvement on the 16th Street corridor to its west. When that comes fully online, Uptown's connectivity story gets much stronger. And then you've got the Golden Triangle, and this is Denver's art district anchor. The Denver Art Museum, the Clifford Still Museum, the History Colorado Center are all there. The residential base has been slower to build than some other neighborhoods, but the office to residential conversion money in the DDA is actively targeting this area. More people living here is the unlock. The amenity infrastructure is already strong. The walkability to downtown and Cap Hill is real, and the price point is relatively accessible compared to what you'd pay in LoHi. This is a neighborhood where the next 3 years matter more than the last 3. Okay, then Then we have tier 3, and these just aren't quite there yet. And I want to be honest here, because being honest is the only reason you should trust any of what I've said so far. So these two neighborhoods have real assets, but they also have ongoing challenges that I'm not going to gloss over. First of all, Capitol Hill. It has arguably the best bones of any neighborhood in Denver. The architecture is stunning. You've got Victorian mansions, historic apartment buildings, tree-lined streets. Cheeseman Park is one of the best urban parks in the city, and the walkability scores are high. And the cultural density, you've got music venues, coffee shops, independent retail, that's very real in Cap Hill. But Cap Hill has also had persistent quality of life challenges that are directly connected to the broader downtown recovery issues. Homelessness concentration, property crime rates above the city average, and some blocks that feel inconsistent in a way that's jarring compared to the blocks right next to them. So I'm not writing Cap Hill off. I think it's a 5-year recovery story that tracks directly with the broader downtown bets. But I'd be doing you a disservice if I sold it as having arrived when it just hasn't yet. And next you've got LoDo, lower downtown. It has the highest upside of any neighborhood on this list and the longest timeline. It's the epicenter of the downtown recovery bets. The 16th Street renovation literally ends there. The DDA residential conversions are happening on its doorstep, and the Ball Arena District redevelopment is at its western edge. And when those bets fully deliver, LoDo is positioned to be something genuinely special. But that's a 5 to 10 year story. Right now, the blocks around Larimer Square and Union Station are already strong, excellent bars, restaurants, and the best transit access in the city. But venture a few blocks in the wrong direction and you're in the parts of downtown that have not come back yet. For the right buyer, investor mindset, long time horizon, specific building selection, LoDo can be compelling. For someone who needs the neighborhood to be fully baked today, this isn't it. All right, so that's my honest read on 7 Denver city neighborhoods, not ranked by marketing materials or neighborhood association websites, but by where they actually stand against the recovery thesis we've been building across this series. 3 are delivering, 2 are on their way, and 2 with real upside and a real timeline. In the next video, we're gonna close out this series. We're gonna talk about Denver's future and a few other tidbits. So drop a follow so you're there when it delivers. Thanks.